they are fed up with dating apps. They're even more fed up with dating people who are available on their college campus. And it's leading to a lot of unnecessary heartbreak.
Sean, tell us.
Heartbreak and also just bitterness. The type of bitterness that men complain older women have, and is why they date younger women. Which is like, yeah, like, think about how fed up older men are with older women. So if you think you went through what they were going through, wouldn't you even be more motherfucking upset about how the fucking dynamics are working? Like I said, this all comes back to the financial game. The game of like opportunities that like are a lot of black men are feeling shut out of, or like it's not meant for them. And the ones who are succeeding and everything like that, you have the Kevin Samuels of them and the Andrew Tates who are marketing basically very misogynistic, very gamified, very like, ooh, like manipulate the system in your favor type of mentalities about dating relationships. Where I'm not saying it's not a problem for you to date multiple people and to like have your fun, but as Kenny brought up on not your normal discussion, I don't think it's brutal honesty we need. I think it's blunt honesty, like in between what I was saying about sensitivity and your empathy and your honesty, but being bluntly honest, being authentically yourself, not faking the fraud or not trying to like be dismissive and destructive, but just being very real about what you are and where you're coming from. And I think women appreciate that. And like, if more women were hearing, this is your intent, this is what we intend, and then creating a culture of communication, which she talks about in another video, then yeah, as y'all catch feelings, y'all can talk about what you want to do about that. And yeah, if you tell a woman, yeah, I like you, but I'm I'm still gonna see other people because that's what I want to do right now. She might be like, yo, fuck you at first, and then later on be like, hey, you want to come over? Because you are at least being real. You're not leading her on. You're not telling her what she wants to hear, and you're not trying to sugarcoat what she doesn't want to hear. You know, playing these type of games. And I've been there too with the sugarcoating type of thing because I try to be nice, and I'm realizing more and more it's less about being nice and it's more about, you know, just be real. And I try to find a nice way to put it so that I'm not like, listen, bitch. But sometimes you gotta be like, listen, bitch. But in the kindest way, and not like the fuck you, bitch type of way. If that makes sense. If you're getting what I'm saying.
What are some of the red flags that you might be seeing with someone with GPS?
So I think it's about being very clear about what someone says and what someone does. And that differentiation is showing up actually pretty quickly. So somebody might say that they're interested and available, but you notice they don't return texts very timely, that they're flaky on plans, that you find like you're having to compete for their attention. So those are the early signs you can pick up on to say, even though this person has indicated to me, maybe on a dating app, that they're looking for a long-term relationship, or I've spoken with them and they said that I'm actually looking to get serious with somebody, their behavior is anything but that.
And that's why I've come to the conclusion now, especially with relationship anarchy. Am I open to the potential of a long-term relationship? Yeah, ultimately. That's not, but right now that's not what I'm looking for. So, even if I know somebody likes me, loves me, and we're messing around together, like, I'm going to keep it real. And I'm going to be like, look, I like you. I like our time together. But I'm not looking for the serious things I'm looking for now. If that's what you need right now, you're not going to find that with me. Right now, I'm open to this growing and seeing if, like, that's a connection that I want to have with you. But right now, I'm just in the seeing where this goes. I'm not in the I need something serious and I need to feel like this is going to move to marriage anytime soon. Like, I'm not, I don't even know if I want to be married. I want to have kids. That's very much going to depend on the strength of the relationship I build with whoever I build that with. And whether that relationship will even be monogamous or not will depend on the vibe that we have and that we grow into. But if that's what you absolutely need, you might not find that with me. You might, if you want that sooner than later, you're going to have to look elsewhere. And just being real, not in an asshole way, just in a way that you truly communicate what you want and need and feel, so that we both are enjoying each other's company without trying to manipulate other things. Stop trying to gamify each other. Stop trying to, you know, juggle these different relationships and see which one is the one that's going to be the one that like is the best, the ripest fruit in the market for you to select. You know, we got to start looking at each other as products to the future that we want. But yeah, we get the basic point. Like, we're going on to 40 minutes now, so I want to go to the original video I was looking at. Here's one of the videos. This is one of the videos I saw that I originally wanted to speak to. Because it's not just black women who are being pushed into a place of, like, seeking, or fetishizing, let's say, fetishizing white wealth to marry into. You see this also with other races of women, too.
White man and Asian girl duo is such power couple vibes.
I love this woman's opinion. She is saying it completely like it is for a certain segment of the Asian American population, free of all, like, the dog whistle. There's no dog, there's no whistle, there's the, oh, don't police my dating standards. No, she is telling it like it is. Good for you, girl. She's acknowledging that there is a lot of benefit for the minority to marry into the power structure holders, in this case, the Asian American women, into the cis white male patriarchy. If you were taught that the Eurocentric standard of beauty was better, you get more money, you'd have better police protection, you would have more political power, why wouldn't you? I guarantee you, I would even put money down on this, that the first Asian American president will be an Asian woman married to a white man. That does mean that as an Asian man, you might get pushed down to the bottom of the barrel, like the 1 out of 5 Asian men who will never marry. So push all the buttons and check out my bio.
But yeah, again, trying to play the white supremacy game of... see, now I'm going to forget what the name of the actual video is that I wanted to show y'all in the first place. But yeah, it's all about playing the white supremacy game of, like, what's going to fucking protect you as the world falls apart. And it's like, listen, we can have relationships that are rooted in love, and, like, yes, it's still filled with wisdom and discernment, so you're not marrying some fuckboy or some, you know, fuck girl. But if whatever the term for, like, that would be in women. But we put Black Divestment short. Or she called it a hate group. Black Divestment hate, let's put that. But Black Divestment hats, wow. And it's a short video. I really want to play, because that was the original video I was going to play. Let me put short. Because as the time winds down, like, we're already almost at 45 minutes. This is going to be the longest video I've made thus far. But yeah. Essentially, I hope y'all get the point. I just wanted this final piece for y'all to see why I wanted to make this video in the first place. Although I may not find it. Black. I'll put Black Divest. And again, if it comes down to you divesting from misogynistic black men, from homophobic black men, from transphobic black men, yes, divest from that. Yeah, black women deserve a luxury. But if it requires fetishism to get it, then yeah, that's kind of where the issue comes up. My definition of black divestment shorts divest. Let's watch this. I haven't watched this video. Biracials and black women. I haven't watched this, but this might just be the one I'll wrap up on. And let's see what they're saying.
Pink Chill Divest common sense. My definition of divestment means to be reciprocal. Reciprocal means you scratch my back, I scratch your back. If you don't support me, I withdraw my support. It's about reciprocal support. That's what it's about. It's a mentality of reciprocity. Get your mind straight. Divestment means you are a reciprocal woman. That's the core.
Yeah, and I support that in the concept of black divestment from like being expected to support all black men and love all black men. I support that. Like, you do need reciprocal mutual energy. The only thing I don't support is some of the things we're seeing in the other video. I might just end it here because I'm not going to spend the last 5 minutes trying to find it. Even though, like, I just had it this morning. Yeah. I might just leave it at that. Because this video is already long enough. You niggas is not going to watch this whole fucking thing. And we have the podcast that we're filming today anyway. So I must save my strength. Because members of the podcast I already talked about. They're going to be coming with subjects. And I'm just like... y'all see me. I'll go to war with anyone on that, on that shit. I'll bring it all on. But I'm not even really here to be debating and going to war. I don't care for debating because clearly we're not educating each other. Clearly we're shouting at each other. I care more about breaking down what I feel is problematic, what I feel, and not just for the sake of being problematic. Because, like, listen, we've all been grown and raised in different areas. We all have certain things that aren't necessarily the least toxic. But it's more so about how can we evolve as people. How can we put off systems that don't support us? How can we like divest from what we don't want in our relationships, but actually invest still in the things that are going to grow us as a community? Because again, individualistically like making it, that's great, but it's still very encapsulating. It still does nothing to solve the larger root problems, and it's still you just trying to be outside the bubble as it collapses and watching family members and friends go down with the ship and hoping you aren't taken under the current with the fucking pull and gravity of that fucking tragedy. Like, we literally have white supremacy and fascism rising up in this country. So if we think, marrying white or fetishizing white, whether it's white beauty, as black men see it with white women, or white wealth, as like some of the black divestment women see it. Again, we can learn to scratch each other's backs, but it requires, a radical transformation of our values, as Martin Luther King would say. It requires seeing more so the need for more socialism in our lives, and for an end to capitalism and an end of capitalistic realism of thinking that's the only way things can work. Because capitalism is only so young. Like, we don't necessarily need it. We don't need systems that are built upon greed and profit over humanity and apathy over empathy. We need to start seeing each other as individuals so we can collectively protect each other's civil rights and push back systems of hatred and bigotry and, undue conformity. But yes, it's been nice talking to y'all. I'm sorry I couldn't find the one video I was looking to show y'all in the first place. But I think after like damn near an hour, y'all get the point. Alright? I'll see y'all on the podcast. I'll have more episodes for y'all this week, hopefully. If I have the energy. Because even though I'm not editing shit, because I don't know how to edit it yet. Send links if y'all know. Good links to teach myself how to edit. It's still a lot to be doing in a day. Like, I'm still doing a bunch of research for things I'm writing up for the weekend, food I'm going to cook for the weekend. It's a lot. So, and of course I'm an author too, so working on my stories as well. So I have but only so much time in the day, but with your support I can keep making this content if you like it, and keep bringing out takes that will hopefully educate me and give y'all something to think about. Alright, my jabronis, I'm out.